So regardless of your age or your health, your eyes are something you should always be checking.
Yep, we have Aaron Schubach here from Standard Optical. There is something a lot of people are not doing, and it could lead to problems. What is that?
Well, folks aren't coming in for annual eye exams, and so oftentimes you'll wait till you have symptoms, red eye, or it's blurry, or I need a new set of contacts. But you should get an eye exam every year. We can see so many things in your entire system via the eyes. So we can diagnose diabetes, hypertension, nephritis.
It's just a gateway to your health, and we should talk about it. We're using our eyes a lot more now, it seems. I mean, with screens and sun and all that stuff.
Yeah, does that have an
there.
impact on our eyes?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, in this altitude, you're going to get more UV exposure. On a snowy day, even if it's overcast, the snow is going to give you some reflection. Those are hot.
How do they look?
Looking good.
They look
good.
So, I mean, that's the fashion side of it. But fact of the matter is, when we're looking at our iPhones and computers all day, digital eye strain is an issue. LED lights are an issue. Age-related macular degeneration is going to affect about 11 million people will go blind this year in this country from that disease.
Wow, that's
totally preventable.
You're going to be at the Health Expo this weekend.
We'll be
so
at the
people
Health
come
Expo.
down there and check out. What kind of stuff are you going to be doing there?
Come by the booth, we're going to do some screening. So we're going to do a glaucoma screening, cataract screenings, age-related macular degeneration. We've got some new vitamin products that we want to talk about.
Ooh, that's
We've
cool.
got sunglasses and all kinds of stuff. So come visit us. We'll give you a free eye exam coupon. There's no reason to put it off. Bring your kids in, bring the family in. Check us out at the expo and then get an eye.
You know, Aaron, it used to be you just should tell your kids to eat their carrots, but now you're saying there's vitamins?
Well, so that works too, and I only know that because I've never seen a rabbit with glasses. So yeah, beta carotene, zeaxanthin, lutein, you know, these vitamin formulas. Look, you shouldn't smoke.
Right.
You should be have an active lifestyle. All of that stuff affects the blood flow, which affects the eyes.
You also have a few things on here. Clean your hands and your contact lenses. How many times have I seen
Absolutely.
someone put their contact in their mouth?
Huge mistake.
Is that bad?
In your mouth is terrible.
Okay.
Under the tap water is even worse.
Oh, really?
So just throw them away. I'll tell you right now, not most, but a good chunk of the pathology we see in my offices are folks that are overwearing their contacts, sleeping in them, not cleaning them correctly, running them under the faucet. So it's very, very unhealthy for you. The eyes are the only organ in the human body that requires oxygen from other than the bloodstream. It needs it from the air. And when you put a piece of plastic over it,
It's kind of suffocating.
it's going to suffocate it. You get veins that come to the surface, all kinds of problems, and so.
Let me ask you this one
Okay.
question. If they can't make it out this weekend to the expo, where can they find you?
So we've got 18 locations across the state, from Logan to St. George, 1-800-EyeCare or standardoptical.net. We're not hard to find. We've been around 100 years. Just come in. If you bring your kids in and there's no prescription, the exam's free.
Oh, very cool.
Aaron, thank you
Okay,
very much.
yeah, thanks a
Thanks
lot.
for having me.
All right.
Yep,
When
stick
it comes
around.
to back to school, don't skip the vision test. We have Aaron Schubach here from Standard Optical talking about the importance of back to school eye exams. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We talk about protecting our eyes in the sun when we're skiing. Little kids need glasses at times, and it can really have an impact on their education.
Yes, and so it's not just a function of your actual vision, but the overall health of your system, of your
Right.
body, okay? 80% of what kids are going to learn this season or back to school time is presented visually.
Right.
So oftentimes things like ADD, ADHD, different sort of learning disorders are diagnosed, but it just happens to be that they can't see the board. Or they can't read
Really?
it. Absolutely.
Oh, so they can't see what's going on,
So
so
they're not paying
they're
attention.
just being rowdy on the
That's
back
right.
row.
Yeah, they're not paying attention. They're not reading their stuff. They're not, because they're having a hard time. So-
Yeah. You also hear that most of what we need to know in life we learned in kindergarten, and also probably a good time to get checked before they start.
That's right. So, your pediatrician will do a basic eye exam at about 6 months, and then at age 3, you should be having your first eye exam, or your kids should be having their first eye exam, and then every year thereafter.
Now, is there a good indicator that your child does have something wrong with their eyes?
Yeah, so things like struggling to pay attention with stuff when you're presenting, something on the board, or
Yeah.
You're saying, hey, look over here, and they're struggling, squinting, certainly, headaches,
Headaches?
absolutely.
Really? So because they're straining their eyes?
Yeah, they're straining their eyes.
That's
They
interesting.
could be light sensitive. All those things are, part of what we can find in an eye exam.
Right.
And it's just very, very important.
Okay, so 3-year-old. So you see the little tiny kids with glasses on. Are their
Right.
parents just geniuses that realized they needed to take them in? I always wonder that. Like, how did you
Yeah,
know
good
with
question.
a 2- and 3-year-old?
Right. So a pediatrician actually has some tools, and
Okay.
our doctors do as well, some tricks and tools to find out if they're
Oh, there's
actually
that little thing they look through, right?
Right, so
With the
there's-
light, or what is it?
Yeah, there's little things with the light. There are fixation, tests.
So they can't lie,
That's right.
right?
They don't know how to lie yet.
They don't know how to lie yet, but they'll
They'll learn that
learn. They
later.
will learn. Okay, so you want to look for several things. First of all, near vision. What would be a sign that your child has near vision?
So just struggling with reading comprehension, holding things too close.
Okay.
So if they're, even if it's not a reading issue, you might just see them, coming a little bit closer.
Yeah, and you're like, that's
Yeah,
weird.
then that's
Yeah,
weird.
okay, all right. And then distance vision.
Distance vision, squinting.
Squinting. Okay, that would probably
That's a
just be
big
the
one.
telltale
Yeah.
sign. Okay, and then eye teaming skills.
So eye teaming is, it's very important that people understand that you view things binocularly with both eyes. So you want to make sure that there are no
Like lazy eye or
musculars,
something.
yeah, so it
My
would be
sister
called
had lazy eye.
strabismus, yeah.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a little more obvious because one looks a little ski-wampus, right?
But yeah, for mom and dad, it's a little more obvious. Or if they're just doing anything where they're compensating, or it seems like they're using one
Yeah.
eye more than the other.
Okay, and it's covered by insurance, generally speaking.
You know what? It is, and
Yeah.
most of these things, even lazy eye, they don't need surgery. These are
Right.
things that we actually fix with glasses,
Right.
believe it or not. So
And I mean, look at these glasses. These are all kids' glasses, and they are so cute.
it's fun. It's more
Yeah.
fun than ever. I think the stigma of only geeks wear glasses, that kind
Yeah.
of thing, it's gone.
Yeah, it sure is. Everything is so fashionable now, and I love this because if your kid doesn't want the glasses, it's like, well, you know what? Choose which color you like. Let's get some that you
Or
love.
choose multiple colors. We have
Right.
some that are interchangeable temples, right? So
Oh, that's cool.
they can pop out, 10 different
Yeah,
colors.
all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, so where do they go if they would like to get an appointment for their kids?
So they would call 1-800-EYE-CARE.
Mm-hmm.
We have 19 locations, so there's a location near you. Optometry is on staff every day.
Good.
So walk-ins are welcome as
Oh,
well. So they
great.
can come right in.
Yeah, it's probably a quick little exam.
It's a quick little exam. If there's no prescription, no issues, there's no charge. So it's no risk.
There you go. Okay, thanks, Aaron.
Thanks.
All right, coming up.
Here with us to show us some great back-to-school options for kids.
That's right. So this is Aaron Schubach with Standard Optical. So it's very, very important for kids to get not only an eye exam, but regular ones, right?
That's right. So, look, it's one of those things that people sort of forget to do when it's back to school time for your kids. Over 80% of what's going to be presented to them in terms of learning is presented visually. So if they're having a hard time seeing or can't see the board, we're misdiagnosing ADD. We're having potential learning disabilities because they can't see the board. So
Well, the statistics now speak for themselves because 1 in 4 school-age children have some sort of problem seeing.
That's
1
right.
in 4.
That's a
So
lot.
it actually goes up a little bit as they get older. So about half the population right now is wearing
Yeah.
corrective lenses.
Yeah.
So look, we just want to have everybody prepared to learn this year. The other thing is that it protects your eyes from harmful UV exposure.
And you were just saying that it's very important to also wear sunglasses too, right?
That's right. So even if you don't need a prescription, first of all, if you come in for an eye exam with your kids and there's no prescription, there's no charge for it. So there's no risk. There's no reason to not come in. Secondly, sunglasses, non-prescription or with the prescription, are extremely important in this climate and this altitude. We have a high UV index, #1 cause of cataracts. It's what causes cataracts. And
Oh, I
we're
didn't know
seeing
that.
the amount of sick eyes in this country is actually increasing.
So make sure you're protecting them, whether
sure
you
you're
need a
protecting them.
prescription or not. Okay, when should kids first get their exam?
Okay, so they're going to really have their first eye check at about 6 months, and the pediatrician is going to do that. So they're going to do some muscular
6 months.
Yeah.
I have a
So
6-month-old. I need
you
to do that now.
I'm curious. You said eye exam,
Yeah,
and then you
so-
said eye check.
Right. So the pediatrician is going to do, it's basically testing muscular movements, binocularity, so how they focus with both
Okay,
eyes.
they did that,
And then
yeah.
at age 2, we'd like to have you come in for a full eye exam with the optometrist.
H2. Okay.
And then, we're going to recommend if there's healthy eyes, every 2 years is fine.
So how often really should children have
I
these
honestly think
exams?
everybody in this community, especially if we're doing them for free, should be coming in every year.
No, wait a minute. You're doing exams for free?
If there's no prescription, they don't need anything, they walk out without paying anything.
Wow.
So I see no reason, just knowing what we know about the overall health of the eyes, we could diagnose diabetes, hypertension, all kinds of things. They should be coming in every year.
It's like looking into the soul.
You brought some super cute
look at
glasses
Yeah, so
here.
they're also fun too, right? There's just fun stuff to look at.
And things have advanced since I was in 2nd grade when I had
That's exactly
glasses.
right.
Because
That was a
these are
long time
actually
ago.
cute ones. So what's
They
the style?
are
What's the
fun.
style now?
So look, kids want to kind of look like mom and dad. So you see a little of this plastic geek chic or retro type of frame.
And the 2 different colors. I
Yeah,
know
so
those are cute.
two-tone.
All kinds of colors.
Two-tone, and then there's also, I'm going right in front of you, there's also kind of some metal and plastic mixes. So
let's
if
show
they
that
don't
one.
like the
Cute.
thick, chunky plastic, they can pick a metal. My recommendation would be let the kids pick pick it out. I've seen so many times a mom will say, put this on, that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
And they have to have some skin in the game or they're not going to wear it.
You want them to wear that. That's kind of the point of it.
That is very true. Where can people go now for more information on how to schedule their eye exam with you?
So they can schedule online at standardoptical.net. They can call 1-800-EYECARE and schedule, or walk into any of my stores. I've got 20 of them, and you can walk right in.
All over Utah.
All over Utah, from Logan to St. George and everywhere in between.
Such good information.
So there you have it.